So I just got back from visiting Mom today at the memory care facility. She's 94 years old with dementia, and she's doing pretty good considering she's 94 years old and has dementia. Let me show you this fabulous picture that I took of her. When I get there, I always make her change her clothes because no one else can get her to change clothes. If I could go every day, I would, because I would make her change clothes every day. Well, when I got there, she was down in the dining room, but she was sitting in a recliner with a heavy weighted blanket on her. And I go, well, Mom, are you doing okay? She goes, no, I'm sick. And I go, well, what's wrong with you? I talked to the nurse before, and she goes, well, your mom's got an upset stomach, and I'm going to give her something for nausea here in a minute, which I didn't think Mom would take. But I asked Mom, I said, well, have you eaten? She goes, no, I can't eat lunch. My stomach's upset. So I said, well, do you want to go back to your room? She goes, yes, I do. We walked back to her room, but before we get back to the room, the nurse came out and she said, Lee, I have this pill for you. It will help your stomach. She didn't have any applesauce or ice cream or anything to take with it. Mom took that pill, put it on her tongue, drank her water. I've never seen her do that. So I think that her dementia is progressing and she forgets stuff, but that was a good thing to forget. She took it without any qualms at all. We went back to her room and I made her change clothes, put on some fresh clothes. I bring her clothes home to wash every week. And I think what was happening is she was having stomach cramps because she needed to go to the bathroom. And she had gone to the bathroom a couple of times when I was in her room. And that seemed to make her feel a little better. Anyway, I refilled her cookie jar, and I'll show you on the ledge what the little baggies of cookies and crackers look like. And then there's just another picture of her from a distance eating a cracker and drinking some 7-Up, which I think helped her. I only stayed for an hour because she wasn't really feeling well, and I told her I'd be back. There was one of the patients there. He's a tall, nice-looking elderly gentleman with snow white hair, and he was in the dining room playing on the keyboard some beautiful music. So I told Mom, I said, let's go back there and listen to him play because this is a real treat. So we went back there. The first thing she did, she walked in front of everyone, and there were like 5 people sitting here, 3 or 4 people sitting here, and he was in the corner on his keyboard, and he goes, I want you to meet my daughter. I want you to meet my daughter. I've only met him 100 times. And I said, Mom, I'm going to give you a hug. I'm going to leave. Oh, you can't go. You can't go. And I go, well, yeah, I've got to go. But I'll be back. I'll be back later this week. So it was a good visit. It was short, but it was good. On the way home, I knew I needed to stop by the grocery store because I was out of eggs, if you saw my last video. And where Mom is located, it's very rural. It takes about 15 minutes to get there, and you've got to drive down this road where there's farmland and vineyards and farm stands with vegetables for sale. So there was this one farm stand that's enclosed. It's kind of cute the way it's decorated and set up. I figured I'd pull in there to see if they had any eggs. It would save me from going to the grocery store because I can park right in front and walk inside. And I asked the lady there, and I said, you don't have any eggs by any chance? She pointed me over to the big cooler, and look, I got some eggs. These are from a town in western Colorado, and it's from Olathe, Colorado. Free-range eggs, and they were $8.25, but it saved me a trip to the grocery store, and we'll we'll try it. It says free-range eggs from Happy Hens at Dayspring Eggs in Olathe, Colorado. Grade A large. Well, I hated leaving with just eggs, so also bought some bread and butter, jalapenos, hot. And I told the lady, I said, I need these to go on my eggs. Anyway, it was a good day. I've got stuff to do around the house. I've got some real estate paperwork that I've got to take care of, which is gonna take a little bit of my day. Let me zoom out here. My goodness. Aha. So I wanted to just give you an update of Mom. She's doing well. The nurse practitioner caught me on the way out, and she said, well, did the doctor ever call you? And I go, no, he didn't call me. And she said, well, they didn't change her medicine. They just changed the way that it's given to her. And I'm going, okay, and that would be how? She still takes the lorazepam twice a day, and then at bedtime. That would be 3 times a day. And she takes the Risperdal. She was taking a 0.5, I think, at night, and then a 0.25 in the morning. The new doctor there is giving her the Risperdal, both doses, 0.75 or 0.1, I'm not sure. I should have paid attention. They're giving that to her at night, so she's not getting anything in the morning other than her lorazepam around 11. And I told the nurse practitioner, I said, she seems okay. She's more cognizant than she was in the morning, which is good. And I said, I do notice that, she's not drooling. She doesn't, she's not drooling, but saliva does build up in her mouth behind her teeth, or what's left of her teeth, and I have to remind her to swallow. And the nurse practitioner says they're keeping an eye on it. And anyway, that's it. It was a good day, all in all. So happy Monday. Happy first day of fall.